In the Stone Age, being alone was not a mental health struggle. It was a death sentence. For our ancestors, survival was a team sport. If you were separated from the pack, you didn't just lose your social standing. You lost your ability to hunt, your protection from predators, and your warmth against the biting cold. That primal, hardwired terror of isolation is the ghost in our machine, the reason why even in a room full of people, you can feel an inexplicable, hollow ache. It is an echo from a time when the sound of a rustling bush meant one of two things: dinner or becoming dinner. We carry that deep-seated fear in our DNA. Back then, being cast out of the tribe was essentially a slow-motion execution. There were no solo journeys into the wilderness, no finding yourself on a solitary hike. To be alone was to be vulnerable to everything the night had to offer. It is why our brain is wired to scan for threats the moment the lights go out or the silence becomes too heavy. Evolution didn't design us to be comfortable with solitude. It designed us to be terrified of it. It told us that safety is found in the firelight, surrounded by the faces of your tribe, and that anything beyond that circle is a place where you do not belong. Think about how we react to silence. In the modern world, we fill every quiet moment with the hum of technology, the glow of a screen, the background noise of a podcast, the constant reach for a connection that isn't really there. We are trying to soothe a biological alarm bell that has been ringing for thousands of years. We are trying to convince our lizard brains that we aren't alone, that the tribe is still right here, even if that tribe is just a stream of data on a server thousands of miles away. But even with all our connectivity, that ancient loneliness persists. It is the feeling of waking up in a dark room and having your heart race, not because of a monster in the closet, but because your brain is searching for the proximity of others. It is the realization that while we have mastered the planet, we have never quite mastered the fear of being small and unsupported in a vast, indifferent world. We are creatures of the group, and when that group is pulled away, we feel an existential vertigo that no modern comfort can fully cure. And yet, there is a strange irony here. The same terror of isolation that kept our ancestors huddled together is also what drove them to build everything we know. They didn't just huddle for safety. They huddle to share stories, to create laws, to weave the social fabric that became the foundation of civilization. They turned their shared fear of the dark into a shared light. The reason we have cities, governments, and cultures isn't just for efficiency. It is because we are terrified of the alternative. We built the world because we were afraid to be left behind in the quiet. So, the next time you feel that sudden, sharp pang of loneliness, realize that you aren't just feeling a temporary emotion. You are feeling the weight of 1,000,000 years of evolution. You are feeling the fear that kept the fire burning, that kept the tribe moving, and that ensured, against all odds, that you would exist today. You are, in a very real way, the survivor of a lineage that learned to turn its terror into connection. Even now, in a world of 8 billion people, we are still just those same frightened farmers, shivering in the dark, constantly calling out to one another.